We got a great show tonight, everybody. We got a new definition of fresh seafood in Japan. That's right. And we got a really very interesting map to look at. Maybe not so, but maybe so. And did you know there's a fluke tail on a manatee? And what is that called? Oh my goodness. We got a shark that apparently was trying to eat people, trying to get at them past the barrier. Or is that the real story? And Zoom is going to have AI. So you can get on Zoom, but it's not you, it's AI. That's not happening now, but it's going to happen. And other stories, very interesting stories tonight, Saturday night. That's right, interesting world news. Tonight in Japan, this is, look, Lord! Wow! Look at that! Oh my goodness. Okay, that's some crazy stuff. Now, the soy sauce is what's doing it, right? But it's the salt in the soy sauce. And supposedly that's a squid, but I think it looks like an octopus. But whatever it is, was that crazy? That's very interesting. That came from Japan. And that was also covered by All Things Interesting. Yeah, I'm just reporting All Things Interesting story. They covered the thing. It was all about CATI. Yeah. Now, the next story is maybe not so, but anyways, I'll just let you decide. Now, this is a map, and anybody that's a war criminal, all of the countries in orange or red, depending on what it looks to you, I'm colorblind, but orange. Okay, all those countries, if you're a war criminal, they catch you and convict, well, they put you through their court. It's the ICC, it's International Criminal Court. So you're not necessarily guilty, but they will put you through the process. They got all 124 countries agree to this. All the European countries where World War II and the Nazis and all that stuff, Finland, Spain, England, Austria, all those countries are a part of it. Canada is, all of South America, all of Mexico, and you know where, yeah, right there. Yeah, the slave section of Africa, Australia, they all are participants. So if this guy from Israel, their leader, goes to any of those countries, they're going to prosecute him as not just a war criminal. This is not for war criminals. It's for the absolute worst, beyond the shadow of a doubt, war criminal. Like, where there's no doubt at all. That's the one. If there's any doubt, they don't go after them. That's crazy. Look at the map. Make your own decisions. On with a better story. Now, these people here in Indonesia, they got a manatee with a fluke tail. What is a fluke tail? Uh, Dolphin. You ever seen their tail? How about a cross between a manatee and a dolphin, right? Yeah, that's what we got here. Look at this. This is crazy.
Well, and perhaps none more intriguing than the dugong. Its nickname is the sea cow, and like its namesake, it spends hours each day grazing. Dugongs ply the warm, shallow waters off the coast, feeding along seemingly endless beds of waiting seagrass. Their cylinder-shaped bodies measure more than 10 feet in length, and fully grown they can weigh in at over 800 pounds.
Look at that. It's got a remora attached. 800 pounds. These are not manatees. If you see some of our earlier videos, I went to Manatee Springs and I watched Sam film these manatees underwater. I wasn't underwater, but they're very interesting, and that's a really nice story. I don't know what else to say except for it's Kupang, Indonesia. I don't. Antara News broke this article to me and got me interested in it. Why? Because they really dig them and they watch them as a part of the spirit, and they got all this crazy stuff they associate with this animal. And if you'll notice, the ones that they were filming have a lot of cuts all over the back of them. So I guess what I'm saying is, man needs to stop them damn motorboats wherever these things exist, or we just accept the fact we're just chopping them all up into pieces. I mean, look at this guy. He's cut up as outboard motors do that. But anyways, I don't mean to be, I guess I am. On with the next interesting story. You know, there's some dams in California they built like in before 1920, somewhere right after the turn of the century, I think 1914, 16, 18. So it's like 4 or 5 dams. And the name of it, the river, was Klamath or Klamath River. Okay. They took all of those down. I guess they have alternate energy now, like wind or something else. I don't know. But there's some other form of energy, maybe nuclear, they're using. So they got rid of all the dams. They claim that the indigenous people had a lot to do with it. A lot. Guess what? Immediately salmon are back. And not only salmon, but a particular type of salmon they haven't seen in 100 years. And it's called the Coho Salmon. 100 years. Immediately. Now, I'm going to show you the story and let you enjoy this.
Salmon swimming free in the Klamath River. Several hydroelectric dams had blocked part of the river along the California-Oregon border.
We've been tracking the removal of those dams, and the final one came down last month. As NBC Bay Area's Joe Rosado Jr. shows us, it didn't take long for those salmon to find their way home.
In the mountainous terrain of Northern California near Wairika, the mighty Klamath River flows free for the first time since 1918. That was the year the first of 4 controversial hydroelectric dams was built on the river, winding from Oregon to California's north coast.
Wow!
Dams, among them the imposing Iron Gate Dam, cut wild salmon off from hundreds of miles of upper river habitat, shrinking.
Man, that was bad. But hey, we needed power. And apparently it didn't kill us or anybody. Like, I mean, if they're coming back now, I guess ecologically it wasn't Armageddon or the Holocaust of salmon, because they're coming back. So apparently they don't have to have the river for their survival. They found other rivers, but it is bad. I'm saying this is a good thing, but apparently it's not as bad as we may have once thought.
Their once plentiful runs to a trickle. After a century, it would take a catastrophic event to bring about a rethinking of those dams.
This really all started in 2002 in the Klamath Basin. There was a large fish kill in the lower river that really started people talking.
A growing tide of opposition from indigenous tribes and fishing interests led to the removal of the 4 dams within the last year. The giant reservoir behind Iron Gate Dam is now a free-flowing Klamath River. Still, many wondered, would the fish return?
Right there.
There they are. There's the
On Jenny Creek, which
salmon.
feeds into the Klamath, scientists from California Fish and Wildlife built a station to track returning salmon.
Within that opening, we
Hey, is there anybody out there watching this live broadcast? Chat below. I got my chat finally working. I know somebody's watching, right?
placed a video camera perpendicular to the river flow that's recording fish passage.
Last month, as the last dam came down,
That looked like a destruction zone, but it wasn't. They catch salmon and the eggs, and they artificially do everything.
the hopes for returning fish shot up.
Within days, there were fish
Days.
being documented through the counting station here on Jenny Creek.
Another one right there. Oh, there they go. They're moving. They're swimming now.
By the end of October, 240 Chinook salmon had swum past the station's camera.
On that female.
And more carcasses of spawning salmon at the end of their lives lined the banks.
Now, there was a lot of speculation as to, how fast the fish would respond and how many there would be.
Further upriver,
Okay.
the state's team at the new Fall Creek Fish Hatchery was preparing for the future.
I'll open this.
Okay, this is unbelievable. That's unbelievable. What an amazing story. Really. Now, speaking of things swimming around. Dun, 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 dun,
Do we
dun,
really
dun,
need
dun,
another
dun,
computer? Not
dun,
everyone
dun,
does.
dun, 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 dun. We don't want that. I don't know what that is. I can't tell you. Oh, well.
But if you're reinventing music,
Yeah. Anyways, we're about to see a shark. Now, they have this place, they have it roped off for just people. And the shark still wanted to get in there on it. This is coming from Yahoo News there if we ever get rid of this commercial. I don't know. Maybe I should record it. It's all live, so it's a little different. Yeah, I didn't pre-record these. Maybe I should and have them lined up. Because these commercials are annoying. But anyways, I'll tell you. Oh, look. There you go. Okay, now this shark is good to eat and it's kind of friendly. It's never been known to attack people. But it was trying to get into a swimming only, where there's families, kids, people. And it just kept going around and around and around trying to get in. Look at that. See, there's the barrier. And there it is. That's unusual. So they think it might have been hurt or lonely. But they don't really think it was trying to eat anybody. Because they're nice sharks. They're called bronze whale shark. And they also have another name, copper shark. But bronze is tougher than copper. But yet, I think technically it's a copper shark and they call it a bronze shark. They're friendly, good to eat. It's one of them kind of things. Now, the next is a shocking story. Has anybody ever used Zoom? Zoom, like if you are a college student, you had to use Zoom to take courses. All the online courses, or not all of them, but all of them at the local universities here, they use Zoom. And so, therefore, you have to attend and show up in your face and you're talking and interacting. Well, I got to tell you, Zoom's going to let that not be the way it is anymore. From now on, not now, but in the future, AI will do that. You decide, you train your AI about yourself so it can represent you well at meetings and make decisions for you. And other people won't even know the damn difference, I guess. Right now, it's just, excuse me, right now, Zoom is just testing this and using text to voice. So right now, today, you can type in some text and an AI character will say it for you. But after a certain period of time, the AI won't need you to say it anymore. I mean, type it anymore, because it's going to know what you're going to type. And therefore, you don't have to be at the meeting anymore. Comment. This is a live chat. Somebody start chatting down here. See, I got my thing going. You folks, I know there must be at least 2,000 or 3,000 of you watching. Let's do some chatting. I'm going to type it in CHA chat. Chat away. Because this is live. Chat away, everybody. Anyways. Apparently, I did this whole broadcast by myself. I'm pretty sure that it's working because I have it right here. And it's actually not even that much delay. But this was cool. This was a lot of fun. I love this. And what do you guys think? Comment below. Is there other subjects that you'd like to talk about right now? Type it in. I'll give you a few seconds. However many of you there is out there, which I'm not really sure how many of you there is, but this concludes a very interesting news broadcast. This is Saturday Night Live, and I love you folks. And I'm out of here. Motorcycles is the way to